Hi, my name is Zelia Gibson-Brown, and I've been a mom for 6 years. This Mother's Day is going to be my 6th. My name is Danielle Gayle, and I've been a mom 2 years going 3, and this is my 3rd Mother's Day.
Hi, my name is Nicole Mais, and I have been a mom for 10 months.
What makes me a mom? Well, the fact that I actually went and gave birth to Laurel. But I'd like to believe that being a mom is not just me being a superhero. You know, being a mom, I have the support of my husband and my family, the village, godparents, everybody, friends who come in and they step in at times because I can't do it by myself. But being a mom, I have learned how to take care of somebody else. I've learned how to organize. I wasn't really an organized person, but since becoming a mom, especially her going to preschool, I have to be on top of everything. I have to see her schedule, prepare lunch and snack, and figure out what is supposed to go for the next week, for the next month, what is supposed to happen at school. Being there at school, even before school, preparing, for her next phase in life, because, you have to be there when she's creeping, walking, figuring out her next steps, what she's supposed to do in development. I didn't know what these things were, but then I learned along the way with her and being present with her. So those things, those little ingredients came together and made me a mom.
Well, the fact that I gave birth to a baby, that's one. And the whole experience of just having a child around, somebody to pass on, what I learned as a young kid growing up, and to just give good advice.
What makes me a mom? My son makes me a mom. I gave birth to a healthy 7-pound baby boy, J. Mark Brown. And when he was born, we had some work to do. And it was at that moment I realized that, hey, I'm a mom. I knew at that moment that I was going to have to be praying my way through. It wasn't an easy pregnancy. It was hard right through. And him being born and then hearing that he was flat or not breathing, and they had to be over there working on him. And in that moment, I really did not freeze up. I was just praying him through. I knew in that moment I was a mom. The pregnancy was hard, like I said, and I never felt a connection. You know how when you watch those movies and you hear those moms and everybody, rubbing their bellies and then feel all mommy? I never had that. I really didn't. But when I saw him for the first time after praying him through and then holding him for the first time, I became a mom in that moment. I felt love like I never knew existed. I mean, I loved him from the beginning while he was inside, but in that moment, I became a mom.
It has been a bittersweet one, I must say. Of course, being a new mom, there are some things that I would not have known. It would be my first time. So there are things that I would have to learn along the way. And it has been challenging, but it has been fun and it has been awesome.
So, the journey is worth it because I realized that I have a whole life to mold, and my background in teaching helps me here, because when you get the children at the beginning of the year
and then you have to work with them and take them from point A to point B. And I'm always proud at the end of the year to know that we came on a journey and we achieved something. So being a mom and what makes it worth it is a similar thing. The fact that I am molding, that I am raising this boy who is going to become a man, like a real man who will contribute to society and contribute to life and have his own path and his purpose in front of him. That makes it worth it. It makes me want to do right by him. It makes me want to get up every day and do what I have to do to ensure that he becomes everything that God intends for him to become.
So seeing this little human being from the day of conception to the day I gave birth until now, she's going on to 3 this year, you know, I saw each stage of her life. Like, I literally saw when she pushed out her first tooth, when she started creeping, when she started walking, when she actually started talking. So it's such a joy to actually be able to witness all of these things and now know that my baby is at this stage in her life and that there is more to her and there's more that I'm about to learn about her.
Pray. So I firmly believe in prayer. I believe that prayer can do anything. Prayer changes things. Prayer gets you through everything. I've been praying for my son from before he was even conceived. I prayed through my pregnancy. I had to be praying at the moment he was born because of that situation. And I've been praying ever since. And honestly, I can say that I've seen the results of my prayers in his life. I've seen how God has been transforming a lot of things. So my advice to you, young mom, future mom, is to ensure that you pray. Pray through everything. And also give back the child to the Lord. Because at the end of the day, you don't know what to do. And I don't know what to do. And every day it's something new. And I have to be relying on the Lord. And so I have to be praying through. So one final thing, new mommies, and yes, especially for new mommies, it's okay. There are days that you're going to feel overwhelmed, and it's okay. You're going to feel like you're not doing a good job. But a friend of mine told me, you are doing a good job. It doesn't matter what, you are doing a good job. Even if you need 5 minutes, those 5 minutes are important for you, for your child. So it's fine to feel overwhelmed, it's fine to feel the stress. You're gonna be okay. You're doing a good job, okay? Don't let the experienced ones try to make you feel afraid or scared. I mean, persons will always have advice to give, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, you have to do what is best for you and for your baby.
All right, so mom to be, if you can, sleep now, because the first few weeks of that baby's life will be both of you learning each other. So maybe the baby won't sleep sound for the first few weeks, for the first few days, and you might lose some sleep, and that's okay. For anybody who is planning to have a baby or has had a baby already, support system is important, because I knew that I couldn't have done it without my family and my friends. I remember my first couple of weeks with my newborn, and she was not latching, and I couldn't function. I felt like I was getting depressed. And my husband decided that, hey, you're gonna pump. He gave me a lot of juice and water. He said, you're gonna pump, put down the bottles and the bags of milk and go to sleep. And I probably pumped 9 ounces of milk that evening. He came from work, took the baby from me, and I slept until morning, and I don't know what I didn't hear the baby cry. I don't know what happened. I just know that I got rest and I felt like a new human being. Also, after probably 6 months, it's okay to not feel like yourself. And it's okay even after 1 year that you don't look like yourself. You don't have to go back to being normal. You don't have to go back to being pre-baby. You can now find your new self, which is finding you as a mom. And so you'll create ways. I didn't care about self-care. And after having my baby, at about 5 months, I decided that I'm going to do exfoliating the skin and doing everything that I needed to do to feel like myself, which was my new me, a mom. And so you don't have to go back to being the old you. The journey is now mom, and it's okay to embrace it. Embrace every part of it.